I got a telephone call from the school to come and pick up my granddaughter. When you leave the school with your child, you have a sign-out book, and I signed her out in my name and where I was taking her. The second day, I got another phone call around the same time. It was the school. Come and get your granddaughter, she's not feeling very well. I went down and got my granddaughter. I signed her out again. Still didn't hit me what was going on. I took her home. She wasn't feeling very well. She laid back down on the couch. Same about time, about an hour. And she got up, started moving around and getting a little color back to her, and she started feeling pretty good. The third day, I got the same phone call. And I want you to note, this child loved school. She never missed no school. Never had no trouble getting her up from school. Never made no excuses to leave at school. The third day I got another phone call. I went down again and got her. I signed her out again. And I got to noticing on this booklet, each day that I'd signed her out, that there was anywhere from 15 to 20 kids missing from that school each day. I started flipping the pages back and noticed this was an ongoing problem. And I got her in the vehicle and we left. And to go to our home, we have to turn right up the road. You'll see where we leave out of the school once you get down there today. And I looked over at her and to see if she had her seatbelt on, and she did. And her name is Kayla, and her little nickname's Possum. I said, "Possum, buddy, you okay?" And her face had a real purplish blue with red blotches all over it, and she was staring at the coal mines. And she turned and looked at me, and she had tears running down her face. And I seen then, she goes, "Gramps." I says, "You okay, buddy?" She says, "Yeah." She says, "Gramps, these coal mines are making us kids sick." She'd never been sick there before. I'd heard her talk about the water being bad. They put in paper bags over the water fountain and not being able to drink the water there, and kind of go in one ear and out the other. She wasn't sick. The news would be on. They was never sick from that. We never paid no attention. But the day that this child had tears in its eyes, that woke me up. The tears didn't lie. Them wasn't an excuse to leave school. These tears did not lie. That's what made me step forward and stand up for what I'm standing up for today, is these children at this school. As you can see, about 150 foot behind it, there's a coal loading silo. About 200 feet from it is a processing plant where they clean the coal. They use numerous chemicals over there. They're all toxic. They all can cause cancer. They have an ammonia tank over there that's rusty and getting bad. The type of ammonia they're using, one breath of it will kill you dead. Sad to say, I'd worked on these sites before. Several years before this all happened, I'd worked on these sites. I drove up and down in front of that impoundment you're seeing there many a time. Not one time did I ever give it a thought that I was back here working or setting up something that would possibly kill my granddaughter one day, or them other kids, or ruin or kill people in a community. About 350 feet, you can see this dam there. A lot of people call them earthen dam. This one's not. It's made out of slate. The slate is distracted from the coal when they clean it. It's wet when they put it up there. You cannot compact this stuff. This dam's got numerous violations on it by MSHA, all handwritten, saying if certain occurrences happen, that this thing could break. It's significant and substantial. If certain occurrences will happen, this thing will break and kill 977 people. In behind that dam, you've got 2.8 billion gallons of toxic waste behind these children's schools. Directly behind there, you have a 1,849 acre mountaintop removal site that's growing. About 8 years ago, I had to go to Martin County, Kentucky, and help clean up a slurry spill down there. When I come back, my boss had a 911 emergency call. I had to go to this site right here, go to the tailwaters of this site, put in a big diesel pump and bypass a line around this slurry pond. I asked my boss why. He said that was to relieve the pressure off of that dam. They knew 7.5 to 8 years ago they had a problem with their dam here. This site is growing. It's growing bigger and bigger every day. This is a serious problem here. You know, I sit and listen to people talk like Maria. Her child sits in the bed with its shoes on. I've heard Judy speak about her grandson sitting in their bed with their shoes and clothes on because when it rains they're worried about getting flooded down the holler. You know, this is not right that our children are being put through this. A good friend of mine's here today, Bo Webb. He works very hard. He's with Cold River Mountain Watch. He's been saying a thing here lately. If we fail as parents, we have failed as Americans. We have failed as Americans. We all do not stand up and take part of what's happening in our Appalachian Mountains. We all are going to suffer from this.